Hey guys, it's Derek with Devos with Derek and the Brew. This week was interesting. I was out for a walk and I was like, okay, God, it's off season. Not many people are going to be here. Do I continue to pray over the area that I'm walking? And I got convicted, and it was just like in the Bible when the king had that dream and Joseph interpreted it and said, "No, this dream means you're gonna have 7 years of good year, so store and prepare for the seven bad." And it was fill up your storehouse till it's overflowing. And I had the dream of that to pray over the areas that I'm at. It may not be high traffic, but to pray and saturate it with the presence of God, to saturate it with the love and the wisdom and the peace, so that when the heavy traffic does come, they then can reap from me praying over it over and over and over again to where it's saturated, kind of like a sponge when you're getting it wet. In the beginning, it's dry and there's nothing there. And when you pour water into it, it becomes saturated and full. And to look at your environment that way of praying over your environment, it may not be high traffic or like busy, but that means preparing it for the busy season. So start praying over your neighborhood that's not busy to then prepare it for the busy season. So then, wow, I keep saying then, but to look at life as you may be in a low season, but that means getting it ready for the busy season. And that is praying over your area of life to saturate it with joy and wisdom and peace so that when the busy season comes, you're ready because you have your environment full of the love of God, full of the peace of God, full of wisdom that you can then grab from because it's there. You've built up your storehouse full of the things you need from God, and it's always there. But there is something to say of filling up your storehouse. I just moved in a new place, and during quarantine, everybody kept checking up on me. But I had prayed over my apartment for a year and saturating it with. I was like, God, just pray your peace over my apartment. Pray your love over my apartment. Pray for wisdom over my apartment. Pray for joy over my apartment. And I kept doing it again and again. And so when the quarantine happened, I was able to grab from the excess of joy and peace and love that I had poured over my apartment. So this week, guys, I encourage you to pray over your uh, environment, whether it be your home, whether it be your car, if that's where you're going to spend a long time in. If it's your low season, start saturating what you're going to be in with the love of God, with the peace of God, with the wisdom that He can give you, with joy, with comfort, so that when the busy season comes, you're not on an emergency phone call. Okay, God, super busy. I'm stressed out. I need you. No, because you will have saturated what you're going to be using with the presence of God so that it's there at full capacity. It's not like a half tank. You know, like when you run your car and you don't want to go to the gas station, so you're running on fumes because you have low budget that week. No, your environment will be packed to the brim with all of the presence of God, with the joy of God, with the love of God, with His peace, with His wisdom, with His love, so that when busy season hits, you're not on the emergency phone call gasping for air because you're so exhausted. I can't take it one more minute, God. This is too much. No, you won't be that because you have taken this time to nurture your environment to prepare it for the busy season, not scary season. Nope, because every season is different and needed. You're preparing for the next season, kind of like farmers prepare their yard. They're always working because you have the planting season, you have the fertilizing the crop, you have the harvest. But when it's all harvested, you still then have to get the nutrients back into the ground to prepare for your next seeding or next planting season. You have to get the nutrients that your crop needs back into the ground. And that's what I say, look at this season of life. If it is a low season for you, don't look at it as, oh, I don't have to do much. No, grab this low season and take the time to nurture your environment and fill it up, the storehouse, or fill up your kind of like, the people who go crazy and have the doomsday bunkers full of food. Stockpile your environment full of all the nutrients that your life will need in the busy season, so that when it hits, you're not doing 911 calls to God or 911 calls to your friends like, I need encouragement, I am low steamed, I am gasping for air, I am at my end. No, because you took the wisdom that God shows us in His Word in Genesis, I think it's 43, when He interprets this the king's dream of, you're going to have 7 years of good and then 7 years of bad. And He says, take the 7 years of good to prepare and fill your storehouse, fill your neighbor's storehouses, fill your neighbor's storehouse, so that when the drought comes or the busy season comes, you're not struggling to survive, because you've took the wisdom that He gave us and filled up our storehouses of His peace, His love, His joy, His comfort, His self-control. You stored up all of that, so you are ready and prepared. It is preparing for busyness. And I pray over you guys, all of you, that this encourages you and that it helps you along your journey, and that you can take it. If you're in your busy season, great. Thrive in it and live in it. But when the busy season comes to a halt, don't look at it as, oh, we're done. No, you still got work to do. Now it's preparing your ground and your environment for your busy season. So it's praying over your life and your friends and filling them up with the fruit of the Spirit, so that you can then fill it to the brim, even over the brim, till you're like going to pop the top. But do that so when the busy season hits, you are not in a drought. That's what I'm saying here is prepare for the busy season so that you don't run on empty. That's all I got, guys. May this encourage you. We hit December. Hooray. We made it to the end of the year. I can't believe it. It's here. Wow, it felt like, what was it? Marchueni or whatever. It was like March, April, May, June, all in 1 month, because it felt like it was just going on and on and on. But congratulations, guys. We made it. You are loved. You are needed. You have purpose. Don't forget that. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.